Here's a slightly long beginner-friendly tutorial on how to crochet a granny square. And I'm not playing when I say slightly long, so grab your hook and let's get started. Today I'm using my 4.5mm prim hook. And honestly, I just picked two random colors. I'm using Big Twist for this navy blue, and then I'm not really sure what the cranberry color is. But the first step of a granny square is the dreaded magic circle. But if you're still learning, I just posted a tutorial and an alternative that might be a bit easier. Once you have your magic circle, we're gonna start off by chaining 3, so just yarn over and pull through the loop that's on your hook. And now we're ready to work all of our stitches into the magic circle we created. So for a granny square, you're basically just doing groups of 3 double crochets that are called a cluster. And that chain 3 is going to count as our first double crochet. So yarn over and then pull up a loop through the magic circle so that you have 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through 2, then yarn over and pull through 2 again. So now we have our first 2 complete. We need to do 1 more into the circle. So yarn over and then pull up a loop. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops again. And now you have your first granny cluster or 3 double crochets. Now to create our first corner, we're going to chain 2. Then we're going to insert 3 more double crochets right into the magic circle. And for the rest of this tutorial, I'm going to kind of speed through the double crochets so that you guys don't fall asleep. But definitely slow this video down if you need a little bit of extra time. So now we have 2 double crochets. We're going to insert 1 more into our magic circle. And now we've created our first corner. We're going to repeat this 2 more times so that we have a total of 4 clusters of 3 that are separated by 2 chains. So I just chained 2 and now I'm inserting another cluster of 3 double crochets into the circle. Once you're finished, you're going to chain 2 again and then insert 1 more cluster of 3. So yarn over, insert your hook into the circle, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops again. So now you should have a total of 4 clusters of 3 that are separated by 2 chains. I'm just going to close off our circle so that it's a little bit easier to see all of our clusters. Then we're going to chain 2 and slip stitch to connect everything together. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that first double crochet that we created. And if you remember, that was the first chain 3. So just insert your hook and then pull the yarn through both loops that are on your hook. Pull the magic circle tight, and now you've completed your first row of your granny square. Now this next step is optional, but if you want to change colors, this is the time that you want to cut off your yarn. Then just pull that yarn tail through the loop that's on your hook and pull everything tight. Now we're ready to grab our second color, and this is just the easiest way to add a new color. So we're going to insert our hook right into that corner. And the corner you choose does not matter, but you're going to yarn over, pull that yarn through, and then we're just going to tie it right off on this corner right here. Now pick your hook back up and insert it right into that corner and pull up a loop. And then just like we did for the first row, we're going to start off by chaining 3. Once again, this is going to count as our first double crochet. And then once you have that, you're going to do 2 more double crochets to create our first cluster of 3. Now since this is a corner, we're going to do exactly what we did in the first row. So once we finish that cluster of 3, you're going to chain 2, and now we're ready to work down the other side of the square. So insert another cluster of 3 right into the exact same corner that you were just working. And it might look a little funny at first, but once you're finished, you'll see you have this corner, and now we're working along the side of our square. So working into this next big space that I'm pointing to with my thumb, we're going to yarn over and insert our hook directly into that space. And notice how I didn't chain 2 in between this cluster, and that's because we're not working down the other side.